The sun sinks low over the wide plain of Xanadu. Torches cut the dark. A man walks into the Golden Hall. He is tired but certain. He carries stories. He stands before Kublai Khan. The Khan's court is a galaxy of light and color. Silk banners hang from high ceilings. Jewels glitter on the robes of courtiers. Incense and exotic spices fill the air. He sees truth in the traveler's eyes, and a mind sharp enough to learn an empire's secrets. A bond forms between ruler and merchant. Marco Polo carries secrets back to Venice. Paper is used as money. Black stones burn like wood. Riders carry messages faster than any European king imagined. Books are printed by machine, not by hand. These are not just travelers' tales. They are glimpses of a future Europe had not built, seeds of a new understanding. In Venice, the stories are met with laughter. They call him Il Milione, the man of a million lies. Marco Polo was a child of Venice, a city built on water and trade. He learned the languages of commerce and the art of the deal. His father, Niccolò, and his uncle, Maffeo, had already ventured far to the east. In 1271, the boy embarked on a journey that would remake him. He left familiar light for unknown shadows and a world beyond imagination. The journey east was not a simple walk down a single road. The Silk Road was not a road at all, but a web of paths. Trails snaked across mountains, deserts, and vast empty plains. Caravans of camels and horses moved slowly, small crawling cities bearing the wealth of nations. The Polos joined the river of humanity flowing toward the rising sun. Dust became a constant companion. Bandits lay in wait in mountain passes. The weather was an enemy in itself. Sickness could sweep through a caravan. Survival depended on experience, planning, and trust. Food, water, and stories kept spirits alive. For every danger, there was a wonder. Ancient cities, towering minarets, bustling markets, peaks that seemed to hold up the sky, rivers like inland seas. Marco soaked it all in. Intricate crafts and trade in sapphires and rubies. Different customs, different gods, different ways of seeing the world. He was not a passenger, he was a student of the road. The sounds etched into memory, plodding feet, guiding bells, many tongues around the fire, a hawk's cry. Each step carried him deeper into a new reality. One of the greatest tests was the crossing of the Gobi Desert. Days of emptiness beneath a pale, vast sky. A sun without mercy. Wind from whisper to howl. Travelers spoke of spirits calling in the night, likely wind over dunes, but it felt real. After more than 3 years, the Polos reached the court of Kublai Khan. Khan Balik, the future Beijing, was a marvel of planning and scale. Wide, straight streets, magnificent palaces, lush gardens, nothing in Europe compared. Xanadu was unimaginable wealth and power. Halls for thousands, gold above and around, quiet, absolute authority. Kublai was more than a warrior, patron of arts and sciences, master administrator. He drew wisdom from every corner of his empire and beyond. Curious about religions, technologies, and customs. He took an immediate liking to the young Venetian. Intelligence, languages, keen observation. Marco earned trust. The Khan saw in Marco an honest set of eyes for his realm. He was appointed an envoy, a trusted messenger. For 17 years, he traveled through China, into Vietnam, perhaps as far as India. Not just a guest, he worked within the machinery of the largest empire on earth. He saw how the Khan governed, taxed, and maintained order. A court of wonders, grand hunts, trained cheetahs and eagles, banquets on gold. The emperor's personal guard, bound by absolute loyalty. A sophisticated communication system with roads and relay posts. Paper money, mulberry bark paper stamped with imperial authority. Accepted everywhere, worn notes redeemed for new. Coal, black stones that burned longer and hotter than wood. Woodblock printing, pages carved, inked, and pressed at scale. Knowledge could be duplicated and spread with speed unknown in Europe. public works and civic planning that surpassed Venice. He did not bring pasta to Italy, but he described noodle dishes long common in China. After 17 years in service, the time came to return. By sea, escorting a Mongol princess to Persia, storms and pirates survived. They reached Venice in 1295, weathered and worn. They proved themselves by spilling hidden gems from their clothes. Marco began to tell his stories. The Khan's palaces, paper money, coal, and an empire that took months to cross. He described cities with populations Europe could scarcely imagine. Many called him Il Milione and did not believe him. Captured in war with Genoa, he met the writer Rustichello of Pisa. Marco dictated, Rustichello wrote, perhaps with dramatic flair. The manuscript became known as the Book of Marvels. It was copied, translated, and spread across Europe, to mixed reception. Many treated it as fantasy. A postal system faster than Christendom's? A city of countless bridges? Impossible, so they said. Asked to retract, he refused. I have not told half of what I saw. In time, evidence mounted. Relay posts, great cities, paper money, coal. By 2025, most historians accept that Marco traveled extensively and served the Khan, though some details are debated. For merchants, it was a treasure map. For explorers, a call to adventure. Columbus owned the book, fuel for a bold westward idea. The imagination stretched, walls of the medieval mind began to fall. His book became a bridge of words between distant peoples. Curiosity ignited an age of discovery and a truly global map. The true impact was not in a single marvel, but in the courage to observe and to tell. Imagine one camel bell ringing softly in the vast silence of the Gobi. One man moving through an unknown world, paying attention, transforming stories into seeds of change.